Join me on the last leg of my trip on Air India business class from Delhi to Hyderabad on an ex-Vistara aircraft. Let's go. One thing I will say, here in India, they've got like a first class, business class line for everything. So immigration was fast, security was fast. So I can't complain about that. I've got about, I'm out of breath, 14 minutes till boarding for the flight to Hyderabad. Not bad. I'd say from like off the plane to the next gate, 20 minutes or less, not bad. Just in the terminal. For now, last night for tonight. Tonight's 1 hour and 51-minute flight from Delhi to Hyderabad was flown by this A320 Neo that was actually ordered by Vistara, still flying in Vistara colors, but now flying for the mother company, Air India. I know I'm right, glass air bridges just look so much classier, and they're just way cooler. I don't know, the new cabins just feel kind of sterile and, I don't want to say cheap, but just kind of generic. I'm not super impressed. Here we go again, air pressure meet bladder, though I do appreciate some pre-departure beverages. And this is where US carriers could learn a lesson, because if this were United or American, we'd be getting the snack basket on this flight. Always appreciate a hot towel. I know these flights aren't that long within India, but come on. This is business class. How about a TV screen? Or am I just like asking for too much? I do appreciate some semblance of a footrest on a domestic premium product. And speaking of appreciation, I love some nice mood lighting. Don't you guys? With all of the rescheduling between Newark and Delhi, I was lucky enough to get a seat on this flight at all, but I still missed my window. But what do you guys think? Did I do okay? Was this kind of an okay takeoff video? Seat controls were pretty basic, but you know what was not basic? How about this thyme-infused chicken and on a 2-hour domestic flight? Come on. Thank you. And unlike the fish out of Newark, this chicken was actually pretty succulent and juicy. So in this case, choose the chicken. After meals, the lights were turned down and it was time for a little rest, and I do mean a little rest. Because about 35 minutes later, the lights were turned back on and it was time to start our descent into Hyderabad. Every aerophile's favorite page of the in-flight magazine. And speaking of in-flight magazines, kudos to Air India for still having one. It was close to midnight at this point, so there wasn't much traffic, so we came right on into Hyderabad, where we had a pretty nice smooth landing. Check it out. Did you catch that last-minute correction to line up on the center line? I don't care what you say, glass air bridges are absolutely the way to go. Alright guys, you know what time it is. It is time for you to feed my needy ego. Please, please, please follow us on Facebook at thetwindoctors.official, because it ain't official if it's not .official. Follow us on Instagram at thetwindoctors_, you can't see the underscore, but it's there. On TikTok at _twin_doctors, and on YouTube, Twin Doctors TV. Show us some love, y'all.